Generation Wealth is a 2018 documentary directed by Lauren Greenfield. As the description says, it is a documentary that investigates the pathologies that have created the richest society the world has ever seen. Based on that description and the trailer, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is a film about the greed of modern society and what it does to the personality of wealthy people. But it's not about that. Instead, what we get feels like a coming-of-age movie about the director and her parents. We see some interviews with people who have or had wealth, and some talk about the effect it's had on them. But weirdly, what we mostly see is Greenfield and her family, especially in the final third of the film. If this were truly a movie about greed, it might have worked, because when those parts are on screen, they're really interesting. But breaking one of the cardinal rules of documentary filmmaking, Greenfield puts herself in this way too much. In fact, when you factor in the scenes where we follow her to Manila where her book is being printed, you realize that this might be more about hyping her forthcoming book rather than the claimed subject matter. I don't know, it left me a little bit confused. If, having seen the trailer, you're expecting to see a documentary about fantastic financial excess and the addiction to wealth that America continues to obsess over, this is not that movie. In the end, I couldn't quite put my finger on what the subject of the documentary is. Is it following up on the kids she photographed in the 90s and now revisiting them as adults? Is it stories of the super wealthy? Is it the dark side of wealth? Is it the story of the director's life and the issues she's had with her mum and her worry that she'll do the same thing to her own kids? It's all of those things, but also none of those things. It's all over the place. It felt like a number of different documentaries had crashed into each other.